Alright, stop running. Flip it. A little what?
We got an emergency.
There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. We'll be checking with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he did have a conversation with his quarterback about all of the preseason hype, all of the awards and conversations about what he's doing before he's even thrown a single pass. He said if you'll focus on the team and execution this season, all of the awards and all of that hype will be there for you at the end. But let's focus one snap at a time before you get those distractions. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
The Canes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, and make that first impression.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Ncaa from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Motion from the wideout. Here's Ncaa to throw. Under fire. He's got him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Play action. Ncaa makes the grab. It's Blow. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Throwing. Ncaa dumps it to the back. Caught. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake. Ncaa. On a little time, lets it go. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And here comes comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's Jordan Lyle to begin the drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here comes the option. Right, the option, he keeps it. Now the pitch. Runs for the tackle. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably... would have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Might be calling a hot route. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Right, here we go. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Say it in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Comes out ready to go to work. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Here's Ncaa to throw. Got him. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The give to the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, Ncaa escapes the pressure to his right. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Ncaa throwing right. Finds his man. It's Stone. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Ncaa. The screen, he can go. Crosses the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On On the run, it's Pringle. Here's a little room there. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. Well, you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Play fake, Iamaleava. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Takes a hit as he fires. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. On the move at the 30. Lots of running room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Marshall. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Iamaleava. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it.
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is...
Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Sends it back in motion. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Canes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Buckeyes, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Booster, booster. Go.
Here's Ncaa to throw. Here's the pressure. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Ncaa. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Off play action. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Here's Ncaa to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Throwing, Ncaa. Pulls it in, it's Stone. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Ncaa. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking left. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Quarterback may change this route. Third down in the gun, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get three from way downtown. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Ncaa escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this
quarterback's going for the goal line, runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team?
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Iamaleava throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. There he goes. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Pulls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab in the end zone for 6. Oh, the offense shows some life here. It cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll move the wide receiver. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Motion from the wide receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Ncaa to throw. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
calls his own number. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Ncaa to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Stone. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He might want another play. Throwing, Ncaa. Got his man down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rushes on him. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And it's just been frustrating.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Ncaa. Fires left. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Springle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets him to the 6.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. On the move. Big on big, man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Iamaleava. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead.
Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find... completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's Ncaa to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bro. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Makes the grab and just plowing ahead. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Ncaa to the air again. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bruins! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
Scanning the field, it's Hurley. Pressure coming. He lofts one down the sideline. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press cover. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Ncaa. Snagged in the middle, it's Grove.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's taking a deep shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here's a gift alive. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.